online and offline. Good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible to you? So let's start the discussion. And the most important, today's topic is functions in Python. So let's start the discussion about functions in Python. So before starting this content, before starting this course, before starting this topic, I'd like to give you index. I'd like to talk about the index, what I'm going to discuss here. Very important, students. This part is very important. So I'm going to take 8 days and carry forward the loops, operators, ternary operators, all the things will be continued. So take care and listen properly and try to get more knowledge. And don't miss the concepts when the function, because this is very important for you in real time. And of course, every topic is important, because if I say that important and all, at least you will be careful enough to understand the classes. Fine. So let us go for one. And today I got one more new experience. Sandesh, 4 o'clock student. He is called what, 8th class student. Today got 8th class student. He is an 8th class student. So Sandesh is a Sandesh. 8th class completed, 9th class is going. And I asked, why Sandesh, why you want to learn Python? He said, you want to become data scientist. By seeing this, what are you feeling? Huh? And Shruti also responded today. Shruti is one student is there in the online. Sir, these people are supposed to go to school, sir. Why they are coming to MNCs? She's saying. And she is most, I hope so. She completed BTech some number of years back, I hope so. And she is feeling like that. So by seeing this, you can understand how people's mind is changing. So 8th class, you are there in 8th class. Do you got this idea? Huh? First of all, do you have an idea of learning computer science? Huh? You don't know your name also that time. Right. No problem, students. Whatever is happened. At least now. Keep our body under our control. So, yes. Sureka, that. So your kids, don't make them to learn like you BTech, MTech, PhD like that. After 5th class, let them go to Python, Java, something like that. Okay now? So come to the point. So purpose of what? Functions. Let's start the topic now. Yes, ma'am. Samyukta, ICSE students are having. ICSE students, 9th class only Java subject is there. ICSE Java subject is there, which I personally seen that. My daughter also, 9th class when she was there, she's having Java. And how the teacher is teaching Java, I'm feeling ashamed of it. There's a big school, they don't know data types also. I went to school once, parents meeting, they called a Java teacher I met. And she thought that the parents don't know Java. All parents don't know Java. That is wrong answer. Na? So I meet her. She's saying, I just asked her without knowing, just I put a layman question. Madam, what is this Java? She said, sir, you don't know Java now. Why to bother about it? Then I said, in the internet, I shown my name. Then she said, face is so. Whenever I go to parents meeting, I used to meet her. Where everything is wrong in the paper. Everything. Not even code also. Whatever they like it, they will teach. No problem, students. We cannot expect also. The aim is good, but the delivery of the subject is important or not. Let it be. Not a problem. Come to the point. So, purpose of functions. First part we need to know. There we need to round next types of languages. Types of languages. And there I am going to explain number one, unstructured programming languages. Very, very important. Carefully follow. Unstructured programming language. And the second one is called what you know? Structured programming language. Structured programming language. Next, I'm going to talk about definition of what? Functions. Definition of function. We'll talk about definition of what? Function. Okay. Definition of function. Next, we are talking about parts of functions. Parts of today's class is very, very important. Carefully follow. Parts of function. Next, I'm going to take up parts of function. Next is called phases in functions. Phases in functions. Next, I'm going to talk about syntax for defining functions. Syntax for defining functions in Python. Followed by programming examples. This is called first level of subject. This is called first level of subject. So after teaching this part, you will feel that functions are very good. You will understand and you will satisfy also. In our class, this is only 20%. It is only 20%. Let me go to the second level. After that, next I am entering into types of arguments and parameters. Types of arguments and parameters. Now, instead of that, I'll take out arguments and parameters. First, I will talk what is argument and what is parameters. Later, I will talk about types of arguments. There, I will talk about first one. I'll talk about positional arguments. Positional arguments. Next, second one, default arguments. Third one, I will talk keyword arguments. Keyword arguments. And next, fourth one, variable length arguments. Variable length arguments. Next, fifth one, I will talk keyword variable length arguments. These are very, very important. No Python faculty function completing in 2 days. But we'll talk about this and more important new things you need to learn it. Followed by what you know, programming examples. Separately, I'm going to discuss about coming to the point of it. We are talking about what? Programming examples. After that, we are coming across global variables and what you know, global and local variables. Global and what you know, local variables. We'll discuss. Next is programming about what you know, global keyword. And next is called what you know, global's function. Global's examples on it. It is also called as anonymous or lambda functions. Lambda functions. Followed by lambda functions. Implementation of anonymous or lambda functions. Right. Followed by programming examples. This is comes under third level. Third level, this is called. First level, second level, third level. Next, another part of it. Special functions in Python. Special functions in Python. There I will talk about a filter function with a normal function, normal and anonymous function. Anonymous function. Next, I am talking about another one. I'll talk about B, map function, map function with a normal function. Next, I'll talk about C, is called what you know, reduce function. Reduce function with a normal and anonymous function. followed by what, programming examples. This is what the index of what? Index of functions. So this is the index I'm going to discuss. Follow? Anything which is coming in the interview point of it. This type of topics, if you prepare well, you can work on any programming. You can deal with any interview point of view, NASCAM, any written test, any MCQs, anything comes, we can answer it like anything. So let's start the discussion now. Right. Let me go to your place, students. There I will take 6 p.m. I'll take one folder name, functions. Under that, notes. In the notes, I'll save my code. Index of functions. Index of functions. So, index of functions. Now, let's start with the purpose of functions. Before going to the purpose of functions, I would like to talk about what? Types of languages. Very, very important discussion. Concentrate carefully. Types of languages I want to take up. Come on, students. In the context of functions, we have two types of programming languages. Two types of programming languages. They are, number one is what structured programming language, and next is what? Unstructured programming language. Structured programming languages and unstructured programming languages. What do you mean by unstructured? What do you mean by structured? I want to give much clarity in the class. Let's start. What do you mean by structured? What do you mean by unstructured? Because of unstructured, what will be the problem? Because of structured, what will be the advantage? I just want to discuss, so that you'll get the complete awareness about what? Functions. Let's start with this. Now here example, I will write it. Example. GW basic. Even we did not read in our academics. We heard that it comes under which language? Unstructured. Even our career, even my career started with structured programming language. Under that, what are the languages available? What are the examples in that? You have C language, C++, Java, and next is called what? Python. Next is called what? C#.net, and etc. All the languages which are available nowadays, all of them comes under what? Structured. Then what is the structured and unstructured, sir? Now I am going to write the concept. Carefully follow. In unstructured programming language, I just write it and I'll go to the detailed discussion. In unstructured programming language or unstructured programming language, we don't have the concept of what? Functions. You don't worry about what is function. I will give you much clarity on that area. We don't have the concept of functions. Since these languages, I am writing, since unstructured programming languages does not contain the concept of what? Functions. Does not contain the concept of functions. Does not contain the concept of functions. And hence, whose applications? Which applications? Which applications? Unstructured programming language applications having the following limitations. Having the following limitations. Having the following limitations. Having the following limitations. What are those limitations? I want to tell you one by one with the coding level. So number one, second limitation, third limitation, fourth limitation, 5 limitations are available. What are those limitations? With your practical skill, I am going to explain. So far, we have some knowledge on the coding. Knowledge on coding means loops we know, all the things we know, except written, we know all the keywords, break we know, continue we know. Amruta, one student asked, sir, you would forget to upload the notes of past and written statement. Actually, I did not forget. Return statement, I said I will explain in where? Functions. And pass is a regularly I am using it. In one moment, I will tell you the pass, right? I did not prepare any notes for it, my dear student. Carefully follow. Now I am going to start with what? What is these functions? What is this unstructured programming language? Let us start one small paint. You take it. Carefully listen. All the students in online, don't leave the session when it becomes 7:30. Be in the class up to last part of it. Actual story will start from 7:15, 7:20 onwards. If you leave it, you will be losing your functionality. Coming to the point back. Now here you see, start. Don't take much time. Unstructured programming language environment I am taking. Environment I am taking. Unstructured programming language environment I am taking. Unstructured programming language does not contain which concept? Functions are not there, right? Now, let us watch this concept carefully. I have a requirement. I have a requirement. My requirement is, understand the requirement. My requirement is to calculate, to generate a QR code. QR code, or if you feel difficulty, to calculate sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. This requirement is called what? Calculating sum of two numbers is my requirement. This requirement is common for how many? What is my requirement here? Calculating sum of two numbers. This calculating sum of two numbers required for how many people? The code for, you know the code of it, accepting two values, adding them, printing ABC, 6 lines of code. The code of addition of or sum of the code of sum of two numbers, required by how many? Required by what? 200 programmers. 200. Listen this requirement carefully so that you can understand. This is my requirement, student. This is my requirement. This requirement is common for how many people? 200 people it is common. What is the requirement? Calculating sum of two numbers. What language they are using? Which environment they are in? Unstructured programming language environment they are in. Tell me, what should I do? What these people are doing is, how many programmers are available? 200 people are available. One team leader is there for all of them. Team leader said that since you are using unstructured programming language, all the 200 programmers must write the same code again and again. I am showing first environment. Carefully listen. Because directly if I go to the function, you cannot understand. Because I already understand that we already don't have the basics knowledge, right? Actually, in C language, functions concept is there. Do you know C language? No? Do you know? You don't know? If you say I will start, you know, you don't know. Girls, yes or no? Like this, no. You know, you don't know. Like that, if you say I will start. If you say like that, interviewer also will say like that. Problem will come. Communicate. No signals. Say. You know C language? Okay. I know already. That's why I start from 0 level. 0 level I will start. I will make you as an expert level. In this class only I will make it. Look at. The first student, that is called, I am writing software engineer 1. Software engineer 1. SE1.py. I am writing is called what? SE1.py. Carefully listen. Relax and then listen. .py. What is the code he is writing? See students. A is equal to int of input of enter. What is that? First number. Enter first number. Enter first number. Similarly, I will take what? Enter second number. Enter second number. Enter second number. I am taking second number. Okay, B this is. C is equal to what I will write? A plus B. I will write what here? Value of A is equal to dot format of what, students? A. Next I will write it what, you know? B. Value of B is equal to B. B. Carefully listen. I will make you to understand like anything. Sum is equal to what? C. Okay, students? Good. This is my lecture. And this part, this type of coding is common for how many people? 200 people. This code, this is the code what you have. Okay. So keep it aside. Now I'm going to close this area. Now I'm going to close this area. Fine, students. Now I'm asking, this is the one person has written. SE2 is asking to SE1. SE1 already you have written the code, na? How many lines of code written? 6 lines of code is written. How many minutes of time is spent? 5 minutes of time, assume. Second student is asking, SE1. I don't know how to write the code. Can I reuse your code without writing from my side? SE1 is telling, dear SE2, we are not using structured programming language for reusability. We are using which language? Unstructured. In unstructured programming, you have to write the same code again and again. We can't do anything because the language itself is designed like that. So what are you lacking here? Reusability of the code is lacking here. Are you following? Sum of two numbers is called what? Operation. Yes or no? Sum of two numbers is called operation. Such a type of operation code you have already written it. I want your code to reuse. Is it possible to reuse in unstructured programming? No. What he is doing? The SE2, the same SE2 person writing the same code again. It is not at all possible to copy. Student is writing, one more student is writing the same code again. Same code is writing again. Same code is writing. So here I am writing, this is called SE2. He also written the same code again. Now imagine now. Now you can imagine what will happen. SE1.py, SE2.py, like that I can say what? SE3.py, SE100.py, like that you can imagine. How many times he is writing the code? How many times he is writing the code? 200 times he is writing the code. Is it not a waste of time? Is it a waste of time or not? What did you understand with this conclusion? What did you understand with this conclusion? Tomorrow you become a real-time programmer. If you write the code one time, will you write the same code again and again? No. What you will apply? You will apply for reusability. Spell out once. What do you mean by reusability? Defining one time, calling again and again wherever you want. For example, you are the student, you paid your college fees by earning and paying up, by getting money from your parents. Parents already developed for you, right or not? You are developing or reusing that is called reusability. You only developed and paying, that is called developed by yourself. You are reusing from your parents. That is called what? Reusability. Spell out once again. What do you mean by reusability? We are using the code which was already built. We are using the code which was already developed. We call it as reusability. Will you remember this word? In unstructured programming languages, there is no concept is available for reusability. That's why 200 people are writing 200 times the same code again and again. You imagine 200 times into 6 lines. Is it taking a lot of time to write or not? What is the first drawback? Application development time is more. Am I correct? Next one is what? 200 people writing 6 lines of code. Is it taking more memory space or not? Memory space is also more. Second drawback is what? More space is taking, definitely will take what time to execute? More execution time it will take. More space, more execution time definitely will give you what? Lack of performance. Performance problems arises or not? Next one is called what? Same code you have written 200 times. Suppose I want to do change. I want to do change. Which conversion you did? Integer conversion. Suppose I want to do complex number. In how many places I have to change? 200 places. Is it not called a problem of changes? Few places changed, few places not changed. Some places, some result, some places, some more result will come. Is it a drawback or not? So that is called what? Redundancy problems are coming. What do you mean by redundancy? Duplication, replication or repetition of the code is coming. Because of duplication of the code is coming, what are the problems are arising? Some places changed, some places you forget to change it. Is it giving wrong results or not? Instead of that, if I apply reusability concept, one time if I change, that changes will applicable everywhere else or not? So you want reusability in the programming languages or writing again and again? Reusability. Who will provide reusability? Functions will provide. Spell out. Who will provide reusability? Functions. What do you mean by reusability? Code was already developed. What are you doing? Using in our program without writing the code. That is called what? Reusability. Did you understand my point? Correct. Are you preparing chocolate or reusing the chocolate? Chocolate was developed by somebody. Are you reusing or not? Coming to the point of it. When I come to where structured programming language I am going to enter. Now go to the point back. What is the first drawback? Please tell me. Application development time. Application development time is, come on, more. Next is called what? Application execution time. Application execution time is what? More. Don't tell more and more. Speak the complete sentence. Read out. Application development time is more. Come on. Application execution time is more. Application execution time I will write after 1 minute. This place I will write it. Here I will write application takes what memory space? More memory space. More memory space definitely will take what? Execution time is more. Because of this, what is happening? Application performance degraded. I am covering the concept of what? To enter into the concept of functions. Degraded. Degraded means gradually reducing. Are you following me? And the next is called what, students? Redundancy of the code. Redundancy means what, ma? Redundancy. Redundancy means what here? Duplication. Or what? Replication. Replication of the code is what? More. Code is more. Replication of the code is what? More. More redundancy will be taken. These are the drawbacks of what? Come on. Unstructured programming languages. Why? Because they doesn't have what concept? Functions. What is the use of functions? Functions provides reusability. That is one part. One more I will add to it. So, coming to what language is comes under unstructured? GW basic does not contain. That's why these problems are arises. Now I am coming to where? Structured programming language. See, students, I'll go for carrying the same thing. Online students, take care. In structured programming languages, we have the concept called what? Right. Since structured programming languages contains here what? Does not. Structured programming languages contains the concept of functions, hence whose applications having the following advantages. What advantages? What are the advantages? I am writing one by one. Before that, I want to tell you the meaning of function. Purpose of function. One purpose already you understood. What is the purpose of function? Provides what? Reusability. One more thing. Suppose now you are asking, is that mobile, you have mobile, is that mobile is functioning or not? Are you asking just like this wording or not? When you are serious on your friend, is your brain is functioning or not? Functioning means what? Some operation performing. Functioning means operational performing. Any operation you are performing, that can be called as what? Functioning. So what is the use of function? To perform the operation. Spell out. Now see, ID of, what is this ID of? This curly, this braces is called what? Function representation. ID of is called function or not? Print of, you know, print of, student? Print of, it is also called one function. Next is called type of, is also called one function. Int of, float of, bool of, complex of. So many functions you have seen so far. Those functions you developed, already developed. Already developed. Inside of those functions, some piece of code is written or not. That's why we are getting the results. So what is the purpose of functions? Purpose of functions is to perform certain operation and also provides code reusability. Did you catch my point? So I want to write it. The purpose of functions concept is to provide what? Certain operation is performing, also provides code reusability. What are the advantages? I'll come back. Once again, I will carry this diagram. Please forward. Follow me carefully, students. Now I am taking. I'll take everything and try to follow. Everything I will take it and I will say new, I will take it new part. So let us go to the new environment, students, and try to follow. Dead easy, students. Don't feel much difficult on it. Now I am going to say. Today I am going to say what here? Structured or unstructured? Structured. Which language environment you are entering? Structured language environment you are entering. What is your requirement? What is your requirement today? Calculating sum of two numbers. The code of sum of two numbers required by? Right. So now we are in where? Python or C or C++, Java, .NET, etc. What SE1 is doing? SE1 is writing the code of this and he is saying, this is the lines of code, 6 lines of code, 5 minutes of time. This code is required by 200 people. He is saying simply to everybody, don't write this code again and again. Don't write the code again and again. He is announcing to all the software engineers, don't write the code once again and again, because he is writing the code and that entire code is keeping under one name. He is keeping that entire 6 lines of code on one name. What is the name I am giving? Don't worry, shortcut I am giving. Add OP. Open the bracket, close the bracket. Brace I am giving it. The complete lines of code is written on which name? Add OP. Add OP is called what? Is my function name. Spell out. Under that, how many lines of code is written? So the software engineer too is not going to do anything, is not writing anything, is just calling what? Add OP. When you say add OP, it will, PVM will go to where? Under this, how many lines of code is written? That will execute. Again, this person is doing what? Again, this person is doing what? Add OP, you call it. Add OP, you call it. All the people in the industry, since it was developed one time and everybody is writing the name, they are calling the name. Once they are calling, the PVM will go to this place, PVM will go to this place, PVM will go to this place and execute it. Are you able to follow me? Did you understand, my dear students? Because of this, are they writing 6 lines of code every time? Are they writing 5 minutes of time again and again? No. How many times they are writing? I'll come to the syntax and all. I'll show you. In the same class, I'll show you that. Coming to the point back, here I'm going to write it now. Unstructured programming language, structured programming language. I defined my code how many times? And others are writing the code, others are reusing. Because of the concept of what? Functions. What is the functions meaning? Functions are used for performing certain operation and provides what? Code reusability. Reusability called code reusability. Spell out. What are the advantages? I am going to write the advantages something like this. Watch it now. Number 1, application development time is less. Why development time is less? Because they have written the code how many times? One time. Others are writing or reusing. So definitely how many minutes of time? Only 5 minutes. Others are not taking even 1 second or 2 seconds also. Second one is what? Application takes what memory space? Less memory space. Application execution time is what here? Less. Application performance is enhanced. Enhanced means what? Improved. Gradually, when my code is increasing, when my application is growing, I don't write the same code again and again. I'll go on reusing it. Is it improved or not? And the redundancy of the code is what? Minimized. Minimized means what? Written one time, every time they are doing it. Suppose if I want to do complex number addition, what I will do? I will come to this conversion. I will write what? Complex of. Is it reflecting to everywhere else or not? So I'm changing one time, 200 times, one time. Is it a great advantage or not? I hope students in online, you understand the meaning of it. In C language, C++, Java, Python, everywhere else, which concept is available? Functions concept is available. Shall I move forward? Now, last and final, what is the purpose of functions? Functions are used for performing certain operation and provides code reusability. Provides? Right. Coming to the definition of function, I want to come. Definition of function. One more example I will tell you, students. Coming to the one more environment. Some awareness I want to give you once again. Let us take some small scenario called what? ATM, you take it. I'm coming to the definition here. Purpose clear? Purpose clear? What is the purpose of function? To perform certain operation and provides code reusability. If I want to write a common code for all my students, how many times I'll write it? What you will do? Who will reuse it? Reusing means will you write a code? No, we will be calling simply. Okay, ATM project you take it. ATM application you take it. It's a big application. In that big application, they bifurcated into different pieces. They bifurcated into different modules. Now see that. First one is called what? Deposit. Deposit. What is deposit? I will ask you. I will go on writing it. I will come back. What is next? What is withdraw? Taking the cash. You have knowledge. So, ID off, print off, int off, they are all called operations or not? What is withdraw? Taking the money from your account is an operation now, students. Withdraw is called what? Operation. What is deposit? Operation. Everything in Python, any operation, any kind of action if you perform, that is called what? Next, I'll go for what? Balance inquiry. I'll go for balance inquiry. Next, I'll go for what? Pin generator. Pin generator. Next, I'll go for pin change. Next, I'll go for pin change. Next, I'll go for what? Next, I'll go for next. Fast cache. Next, I'll go for what? Another one is called what? Mobile number registration. Mobile number registration. Next, I'll go for what again? These are my operations, for example. Tell me now, what is deposit? Operation. Operations can be performed in Python by using function. So deposit is what? Function. Deposit is what? What is withdraw? Function. What is balance inquiry? Is also function. Pin generation is also an operation, is a function. Pin change is also an operation, is a function. Next, fast cache is also called one operation, is a function. Mobile number registration is also called one operation. It is also called what? Function. Tell me, ATM project is a collection of what? Functions. What is the function now? Don't know. Don't know. Next. ఇంకా మీకు చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అంటే యువర్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. దిస్ అ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్. సో ఐస్, నోస్, మౌత్, లైక్ దిస్, ఇయర్స్. డోంట్ టేక్ ద పిక్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ like that. Now like this. Now here these are legs, this is hands. What is this now? Human being. Don't take light, don't take much funny mood. Come to the topic. What is a human being? Is a big project. Human being is one component or many components? Each component is doing one functionality now. So hands are doing what? Hands are doing what? Eating. Always. Writing. Very good. Girls. Writing. Practicing. Only writing. Exam writing. Practicing. Something students do. Do is an operation or not? That do contains eating, writing, practicing, etc. What is this now? So it is going to give you what? Hearing. What is this eyes will do? Vision. Vision will provide. Vision. Next is called what? Legs will do what? Walking, jogging, running, etc. So that is called what? Walk. Walk. What is this noun? Nose. Smell. So this is called what? Human being is a collection of what? Functions. Don't tell this diagram anywhere. So function. Human being is called a big project. Big project is containing collection of what? Functions. What is the function? Definition of function I am asking. Subprogram of main program is called a function. What is the main program? Human being is called one main program or not? And you have different subprograms are there or not? So what is the definition of function? Subprogram of main program is called a function. One more is a part of main program is called a function. A part of main program is also called a function. Deposit is a part of my ATM project or not? These are all subprograms. All subprograms are the part of my project or not? So my conclusion is very simple. ATM project is a big project that any big project in real life, in real time, they are designed what? Different functions are there. In your mobile you take it, all apps are there or not? Each app is called one function. In the app, there are sub operations are there or not? Each sub operation is called what? One more function is written. Got it up? What is the definition of function? Subprogram of main program is called a function. Mala cheppandi sir. Subprogram of main program. Subprogram of main program is called what? Function. This is the definition. Purpose of function is what? Performing the operation. Withdraw is called one operation. Function it is. Deposit is called what? One operation. Function it is. Now I am writing one more part here. What is the another part I am writing? A part of main program. A part of which program? Main program is called what? Function. A part of main program is called function. Got it up? Right. Shall I move forward? So here two things you must understand. What are the questions comes in interview point of view? What is the purpose of function? What is the purpose of function? To perform certain operation and provides code reusability. What is the definition of function? Subprogram of main program is called a function, or a part of main program is called a function. Easier? Good. Now I am entering. Functions are important or not? Yes. Print function, ID function, type function, int of function, float function. These are all called functions only, no? Very good. Now coming to the point, students, one more concept I am introducing. Online students, be in the class up to 7:45. Don't miss the class and don't leave in the middle of it. If you leave, we can't do anything else. You'll get problems. Now I am entering into the further. One mathematics awareness I want to take up. I want to bring it. So coming to the point of it, paint. Now I am going to bring it. Come to that. Do you know mathematics? Do you know or no? Huh? Don't know. Who don't know? Raise hands. Don't know. Don't know. Who don't know mathematics? Boys. No. Girls. Okay. We know, sir, but useful mathematics we don't know. That is the point. I understand. In mathematics, there is a topic name called what? Function. Then cheppe mathematics and school level of mathematics. That is required in data science. I don't want your intermediate trigonometry. I want your 10th class statistics. Statistics 10th class? Remembered? That only. Remembered? Remembered? Who remembered? Raise the hands. Do you remember the formula for rank correlation? No. No. Okay, leave it. Don't remember anything, but at least you remember my class. So, coming to the maths, functions, topic you come. No issue. Consider, actually, functions concept is coming into computer science from mathematics only. IEEE people designed the concept of functions and they gave to the language people. Language people implemented in the real-time standards. So consider, I am taking, consider f of very much meaning is going to come. I am very shortly writing the syntax. From here, I will connect to my subject of Python. X comma y is equal to x plus y. X plus y. I am writing it. F of x comma y is equal to x plus y. Sleeping in the class. Right. Now, this is my question. Find, I am saying first bit, f of 2 comma 3. Second bit, f of 4 comma minus 4 comma minus 5. Minus 4 comma minus 5. And next I am going to say here third one. F of what 6 comma minus 2. Right? Will you answer it or not? Come on, answer first one. Come on. Okay, next. Minus. Okay, next. 4. You said that you don't know mathematics. You know mathematics? You know or not? I still don't know. You're fearing a lot. Okay, that fear must be there. You know? Don't know. You know? Can you stand up? No. Start. No issue. Now I'm asking. Do you know? Yeah, stand up. Stand up. Good. Orange t-shirt. Stand up. Stand up. Good. Good. Don't feel. Relax. Then you see on the screen. What is this is called? What is this question mark is called? And these things are called what? These three things, first bit, second bit are called what? In mathematics, first one is called what? Second things are called what? Okay. Okay, students, come on. You know, you don't know. Don't know. Sit down. Girls, don't know. Okay. Boys, say guys. Okay, no problem. Now I am saying in mathematics, this is called, this line, what I am writing is called what function definition. Spell out. Function definition. Consider the following. That means they will give the definition. These things are called function calls. Spell out. Function calls. Now it is things are becoming easy. When functions are coming, how many parts are there? 2 parts. Number 1, function definition, function call. How many times you defined it? 1 time. How many times you are reusing? Many times. So coming to our example once, here you come to structured programming. What is this part is called? Function. Very good. What is these lines are called? Function. That's why functions will provide a slogan. Write once, call anywhere. Write once, call anywhere. That is the slogan of functions. That is the reusability in the software field. Reusability is going to be available in 4 times in my Python programming. Number 1, functions. Functions extension is modules. Modules extension is what? Packages. In OOPS, if I go for it, inheritance is going to be another reusability. So we are starting first level of course is called what? Functions. Tell me, how many parts are there in functions? Come on, ma. Number 1. Next, function call. Which is the most important one? Function definition. Function call is easy. Function definition is most important. Very good. Now tell me, students, what is f of 2 comma 3? Function. When you are calling the function, PVM will go to where? Function definition. Execute this definition and giving the answer 5 or not. Next. What is this -4 and f of -4 -5? Function. Go to where? What is the answer is coming? Okay. What is the f of 6 comma -2? Where it is going? Execute and giving the answer called what? Very good. Now I am asking g of 4 comma 2. What is the answer? కొద్ది కూడా ఆలోచించేది లేదు. Giving direct answer. What is the answer? It is giving you name error. What is the error? Name error. What is the function name? What is my definition? Is it matching up? What is that is called what error? Name error. A is defined. B is not defined. When I use B, you will get name error or not. So that means for every function call, what is required? Function definition is required. Otherwise, you will get what? Error. How many parts of functions? Number 1, function definition, function call. Which one is the first? Next. For every function call, what is required? If function call is there, function definition is not there. What is an error? Name? Good. Simple, ma. Light is there, switch is there. Light is called function definition. Switch is called. Don't tell this example in interview because you are children. Children means what? Small kid. So if I tell this example, keep it in the back of your brain and technically you spread that. Are you following? So function definition first, function call first. How many times it will exist? One time. Function calls many times. Shall I move forward? How many parts? Number 1. Okay. Now come to the point. I will take care. I'll come to that. Now students, f of 2 comma 3 is there now. What is this line is called? What is 2 and 3 called? Input now. They are called what? Input. They are called input. Functions are meant for performing what? Operation. To perform any type of operation, what is required? Input is required. That input is taken by whom? Function. Will process it and gives what? Result. Every function takes what? Input. Every function will process the input. Every function will give you the result. These are called phases. Phases in functions. Spell out. How many phases? 3. Number 1, function takes input. Function will do the process. Function will give the result. Don't get confused with the parts of the functions and phases of the functions. Will you confuse? How many phases? 3. Every function takes input. Every function will do the process. Every function will give you the result. Understand, my dear students? When you enter your PIN number, it will take the PIN number, verify and give the options. Right or not? When your PIN number is wrong, it will say that invalid PIN number. Is it operation is done or not? So every function compulsory require input. Require what? Process. And need to give result. Shall I move forward? Please come to the point. Because I am going to very shortly to the syntax. Start. What is this f of 2, 3 called? Function. What is the only f? Function name. Very good. What is 2 and 3? Good. Function name with inputs is called what? Any function call is taking place going to where? Very good. Dear students, listen. When we are calling the function, PVM will be calling the function. PVM will carry the input and going to this function name. While carrying this input, The input is preserved in the function definition in the form of what? XY. 2 is stored in X, 3 is stored in Y. In where? This X and Y are called what? Variables used in where? Function definition. They are called formal parameters. Spell out. Formal parameters are used in where? Function definition. I will change after a few minutes. Used in where? Function definition. Why do you use formal parameters? To hold the input or to store the input coming from where? Function calls. Getting or not? F of 2, 3. Malla, again I will explain. Again I will explain because functions are very important. Because I am explaining 1 week this concept. When I am explaining 1 week this concept, you must have a lot of knowledge or not? So I want to cover it deeply. What is F of 2, 3 quickly? What is F of? What is 2, 3, ma? That input. When function call is there, PVM will go to where? When it is going to definition, it will carry the input or not? Where is the input is stored in? X and Y are called variables used in where? That will store this 2 and 3 or not? That 2 and 3 are stored in where? XY. XY are called what? Formal parameters. Formal parameters are used for what purpose? To store the inputs coming from my function call. Will you remember? What is the use of formal parameters? To store the inputs coming from function call. Formal parameters are used in where? Function definition. Function? Very good. Come on. In order to define the function, okay, tell me, 2 is stored in where? 3 is stored in where? Okay, holding the input and storing the input in where? XY. It needs to execute the logic or not? What is the logic? X plus Y, X into Y, X minus Y, X by Y, X plus Y. This is called function processing logic. Spell out. Function processing logic. Also called business logic. Also called solution to the given problem. Solution to the, what is X plus Y? Function processing logic or business logic, which will be taken 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is called 5. 5 will be given back to you or not? What is 5 is called? Result. X plus Y is called what? Processing logic. What is X and Y holding what? Input. Input taking, processing and giving what? Result. How many phases are there in functions? Number 1, taking input, doing process and giving result. How many parts? 2 parts. Function definition, function call. Be careful. Be careful, students. Online students, take care. Don't leave the session. Be in the session. Once you leave the session, you'll be out of order. Only 7, 9. Today I will complete the syntax of function. If you don't listen, you'll be out of order tomorrow. Start. F of 2, 3. Last and final. What is F of 2, 3? What is F of 2, 3? Go to where? Function definition. Where is the input stored in? Formal parameters. What are the formal parameters? Enter into the processing logic or not? Processing logic X plus Y. Giving the result back or not? Well, good students. Now you are up to mark. Now come to where now? Function definition. In order to define the function definition, what are required? Number 1. Come on. Number 1, what? Function name. Number 2, formal parameters. Number 3, exactly. First one, function name. Next, function processing logic. And very simple, student. This is function name is called second, formal parameters called third, and fourth is called what? Function processing logic. In order to define the function in Python, we are using the keyword called what? DEF. In order to define the function in Python, we are using which keyword? Tell me, what is the DEF is called? Keyword. Keyword. Now tell me, to define the function, how many things are required? For number 1, DEF, function name, formal parameters, processing logic. Simple, student. Now see, I will write a logic here. How simply I will write it. Tell me how to write the logic now. Come on, enter into Python code. Tell me. D of, everybody. D of f of x comma y. X comma y. Don't worry, I'll write it. X comma y. Indentation, I will write it here. Indentation. Left side of indentation, I wrote what? D of f x comma y. Inside of it, see what I am doing. Z is equal to x plus y. Z is equal to x plus y. Take care, students. Z is equal to x plus y. And I will say return z. Return z. Return is a keyword which you use to give the result back. Now, this is comes under what? This is comes under what? Function definition. Spell out. What is this x plus y? Function processing logic. What is this xy called? What is DEF is called? What is F is called? Good. What is this symbol called? What is this is called? Indentation block. Spell out. Total thing is known as what here? Come on. Function. Wait. Now see, students. In this place, this DEF heading is there now. Before the indentation symbol. Before the indentation symbol. Whatever the indentation symbol I have written is called function heading. Spell out. So many parts I am saying, students, don't get confused. What is this? Heading. Function heading. One more I am writing inside of it. What is this is called? Function body. Spell out. Function body. Both of them are combined together is called what? Very good. So what is the function definition is equal to? Function heading plus function body. Function definition is equal to what? Function heading plus function body. So 1, 2, 3 are present in where? Heading part. 4th is present in where? Body part. Easy or difficult? In order to define the function, what is the keyword I will use? DEF. What is F? What is XY? Good. Used for what purpose? To hold the result. What is Z? This part is called what? Function processing logic. Are you following, guys? Now, I am going to tell you one special point. Z is called what here? Z is used in where actually? X and Y are used in where? Any variables used in function heading are called which parameters? Formal parameters. Any variable used in the function body are called what variables? Local variables we can call. Spell out. Why do you use local variables? To store my temporary results. To store the function processing results. Are you following? To store my x plus y result, I need to take one more variable or not? Where I am using that variable? That function body related variable is called what? Simple, ma. A variable is on the board is called a formal variable. A variable is there in your packet is called a local to you. Are you following? So people will ask a question, what is a local variable? What is your answer? Local variable used in the function body. Used for what? Storing the function processing result or temporary results in the function body. What is the formal parameters? Formal parameters are the variables used in function heading to store inputs coming from function call. Are you able to get it? Huh? Is it easy to define the function or difficult? Easy. Now, one more part. What are the points I am explaining? Number one, what? DEF. Why DEF is used? Okay, DEF is a keyword. DEF is used to define the function or not? Second one is what? Function name. After all, function name is one variable only, na? Function name anedi oka variable name. Function name is one of the variable name. Every variable name in Python is called object. Every variable name in Python is What is this F is called a variable name? Is treated as what? Function name. Function name is also called what? Object. Every object need what? Class. The class of that F is class called function. Class called function. What is function here? Which is an object? What is an object here? Yeah. If an interviewer is asking what is the function, you have to get a clarity from the interviewer. What is the function? Now you have to ask interviewer. Interviewer, are you asking purpose of function? Purpose of function? Next, definition of function? Parts of function? Phases in function? Class called function? Interviewer will shock. I am not asking anything. Take offer letter, I will say. Why? When you say these many, that indicates what? You know everything or not? What is a function? If you don't say anything, you'll say get out. What is a function? I can tell the function purpose. I can tell the definition of function. I can tell the parts of the function, phases of the function. Function class is also there. Tell me, students, what is FO? Function name. Function name itself is what? Variable name. Variable name is nothing but what? Object. Object will have what? What is the class of function name? Function. What is the function? Class. What is FO? Object of function class. Got it? Second explanation. Third, X and Y. Formal parameters. First, what are X and Y? Variables used in function heading are called what? Formal parameter. Used to store the inputs coming from where? Function calls. Easy. Next, first point over. First point over. Second point over. Third point over. Fourth point I will tell you after 2 minutes. Fifth point is what? Function processing logic, block of statements. It is called indentation block. Is providing the solution to my problem or not? Addition of two numbers, X plus Y. Generating OTP, sending an SMS, generating QR code. These are all called block of statements to be written in the function body or not? Function processing logic this is, or business logic we can call. And the sixth point is what? Sixth point is local variables are used to store what? Temporary results of my function. Are you getting, students? Next, seventh one I am using, students. What is the seventh one? X, Y and Z are supposed to use inside the function body only. You cannot access in other part of the program. Are you following? Local variable in your packet, some 10 rupees is there. Even another person can come and take it. That is called what? Local. So local variables, formal parameters can be accessed in same function only. You cannot access in other part of the program. That is called scope of the variables we can call. Simple, my board data is available to online students and then what? Offline students. Is it visible outside people? It is a local to what? Our class only. Getting my point? So what is the formal and the local variables can be used in? Inside the corresponding function definition only. We cannot access in other part of the program. I'll show in the class. Which point it is? Seventh point. First point is what? DEF keyword. Second one is function name. Third one is formal parameter. Fourth one I am not saying. Fifth one is called what? Block of statements. Indentation block of statement. Business logic. Function processing logic. Sixth one is called what? A local variable used to store the temporary results. Seventh one is what? Scope of the values. Where can I access? Where cannot access? Are you understanding? And the fourth one is very simple. In real time, whenever I define any function, for example, DEF, see students, F of X comma Y, indentation. I am writing here Z is equal to X plus Y. I will write the code. Today, don't worry about it. Return Z. Here I am writing, my dear students, carefully follow. Triple double quotes. This function computes what? Sum of what? Two numbers. This is called commenting. I am writing, students. What I am writing? Commenting. I am just writing commenting here. That commenting may be a single line comment. That commenting may be a multi-line comment. That is only for description purpose. Why? In a company, you are not working for so many years together. You are working in a company for 5 years, you are shifting to another company. If another person is coming on the working on the same code, they need to understand what is the aim of that code or not. That's why you are writing the doc string under the doc string, DOC string, doc string we can call. What is the doc string? Will give you the functionality of my function, will describe what my function will do. Are you getting? So my conclusion is doc string is nothing optional to write it. If at all you are writing the description about your function. That is an optional to write it. It is not a mandatory to write it. Did you understand? What are the parts here? Number 1 is called what? DEF. Number 2 is called function name. Number 3 is called what? Right. Number 4 is called what? Doc string. Number 5 is called what? Business logic. Number 6 is called what? Local variable. Number 7 is called where to use, where cannot use. Did you understand? What is the syntax? You tell me now. Come on, after seeing this example, what are you doing? DEF. Tell me, students. Function name of, come on, list of formal params if any. I am writing one word called if any. Don't worry about the word called if any. What is that? Indentation. I am writing triple quotes. What is this? Doc string. What I am writing now? Statement 1, statement 2, statement 2. Next is called so on. What? Statement N. What is statement 1, statement 2, statement N? Indentation. That is called my function processing logic. Did you understand DEF function name, all these descriptions, 7 points? Now I am opening one important part, students. Please follow me carefully and try to understand. Instead of typing that entire thing, I would like to take it here, students. For your things, I just want to take some small thing here. Try to understand now. I'm going to take functions in Python. For 1 minute, you see. Start all of you. Purpose of function is that to perform certain operation or task and provides code reusability. The advantages of function in any language are application development time is less, application memory space is less, application execution time is less, performance is enhanced, redundancy of the code is minimized. Got it up? Next up, definition of the function. 1 minute I want to show you. Go to mathematics. What is this now? Function. Function definition is executed by itself, or function definition executed through function calls. Is the definition will execute automatically? No. Function definition executed through what? For every function call, what is required? Suppose I am having h of x comma y comma z. X plus y plus z. Is it executing? No. Why it is not executing? There is no function call. Function definition executed through function call. For every function call, what is required? Otherwise, you will get name error. Name error, already told you. Name error means not recognized. Come on. Definition of what? Function. Come on. Subprogram of main program is called function, or a part of main program is called function. Parts of functions. At the time of developing functions in real time, we must ensure that there must exist 2 parts. They are function definition, function calls. Every function definition exists only once. Every function call must contain a function definition. Otherwise, we get a name error. 1 minute. You become so faster. Are you reading or understanding and reading? I thought that you are becoming fast means just reading like a newspaper. Are you like that? No. Come on, read it. Function definition will execute when we call by using function call, or without calling function by using function call. PVM will not execute function definition. You got it all? So function definition will execute when we call the function. Light will not come automatically. When you switch on, then only it will come. Are you okay, students? Right. Come on. Phases in where? Function. At the time of defining function, programmer must ensure that there must exist the following phases. Every function must take input. Every function must process the input. Every function must give output, result. Every student will take input as breakfast, dinner, lunch. Every student must process your breakfast, dinner, lunch in the internally digestion. Every student will give you the energy to read the Python notes. Are you using your energy to read Python notes? No. Watching videos, chit-chatting with friends. Correct or not? Yes, sir. So, are you okay? Now I am going to introduce definition. See, students, one most important syntax I am going to open it. See here, something like I am using syntax for defining function. One most important thing I am opening. Syntax for defining function. Because this colorful page I cannot write every day. Come on, start. Syntax for defining function. What is the keyword? Def, function name, list of formal parameters if any. This part is called what? Very good. After that, this box is called what? In the body, what is there? What is this block? Statement 1, statement 2. Start. 7 points. First point, please. Def is a keyword which is used for defining the programmer defined function. Second point, function name. It represents a valid variable name treated as a function name. And every function name is an object of type class function. It is an FAQ in interviews. FAQ in interviews. Every function name is an object of which type? Function type. Which type? Function type. Okay. Third point. List of formal parameters represents list of variable names used in function heading, and they are used for storing or holding the inputs coming from function calls. Right? Active. Next. Come on. Fourth. Doc string represents documentation string, and it is used for giving or writing the description about the functionality of function. What function will do? It will be written or not? Behind of every component some description will be written or not? That is called a doc string. Right, students? Next, fifth one. Statement 1, statement 2, statement n. Indentation block of statements. And it is used to process the input or logic for problem solving. It is known as business logic. Are you reading and understanding or only reading? Right. In the function body, we use some special variables. They are called local variables whose purpose is to store the temporary results. Good. Seventh point, students. The value of formal parameters and local variables can be accessed only inside the corresponding function definition, but not possible to access in other part of the program, in other function definition. That is known as scope of formal parameters and local variables. Online students, did you understand, students, this definition? Is it clear? Now, done. Shall I show you an example? Ready to understand? Right. So now I'm going to introduce the concept of it. So 7:30, 20 students went out. So I told them, be in the class. Still, they are doing that. No problem. So because commitment is required. Shall I go to the program now? Let's see. Now I'll go for writing the code. Go to PyCharm. Go to PyCharm. Edit Plus also you can use. PyCharm also you can use. Everywhere else you can use. Let's start the discussion. I'll take up. Let's close this big project. Close the project. Now I'm going to take it. Now I will go for what? So let me take this now. 6 p.m. functions. 6 p.m. FUNS. 6 p.m. functions. Now I'm going to create this line. Now, first time you are going to see the code in the class. What is that? First time you are going for introducing a small thing. What is that? Addition of two numbers. Start off. Well, right click and say this and see this. What is that now? Function example1.py. Function example1.py. Now I am going to see this program. This program computes. This example is very easy. Computes sum of two numbers. Two numbers by using which concept? Functions. Functions. Shall we start? Yes. Now I am going to take up here. Tell me. DEF F1. Already F1 is there. If you want a F1, you take it your own name called what? ADDOP. A comma B. I forget what is A comma B. I forget what is DEF. Keyword. Good. What is ADDOP? Every function name in Python is what? Object of which type? Function type. What is AB? What is colon? Huh? Indentation symbol. Good. What is that entire line is called? Function. Okay, good. So today you are answering well. What is the secret behind that? You understand. You understood, right? Tomorrow will you remember? No. Yes, sir. Last week what I told this time? What I taught? Remembered. Then what is the guarantee that tomorrow you will remember? I'm very much, what I speak is perfect. 26 years onwards, I'm seeing the students. Today you understood well, right? After going home, if you read well these notes, tomorrow you will remember. You have to say, sir, after going to home, we will refresh once again. Today you understood well because your symptoms will be like that. Today, tomorrow, if you don't read now, you will forget half of the thing. Yourself, myself will forget. But if you read the notes, you will definitely will remember forever. Correct? Don't become dull. Okay. So, C is equal to what? A plus B. What is C? What is C? What is A plus B? Processing logic. I say return what? C. What is C? Local variable. Return is a keyword used to give the result back. Suppose I am sending 2 and 3, add it and say to me, I said. What is 2 and 3? I asked you. What you are taking my input? In your brain, you will calculate. What is the result you have? And you will tell to me now 5. Telling to me 5 means giving the result to me. Return 5 you are saying. Return is used to return the value back to the function call. Following, ma? Okay. See, my dear student, take this now. Print line number 3. Line number 3. I am here before function definition. Correct or not? Be careful, ma. Now I am writing line number 7. Line number 7. I am here after what definition? Function definition. Please look at that. PVM comes to which line? Line number 3. After that, line number 4. It won't enter into 5 and 6. It won't enter into 5 and 6. It will after 4. It come to know that there is a function definition. I told already now, function definition voluntarily will not execute. That will execute through function call. After 4, it will come to where? 7. See the answer now. See the answer now. Execute. See the answer now. Line number. What is the line number? 3 and then what? 7. Which lines are not executing? 5 and 6. That is only definition. It come to know the name of the function, but it will not execute. Why it is not executing? Because there is no function call. Are you following, students? Now, where should I call my function? Before definition or after definition? Good. If I call before the function definition, what will happen? Very good. 3, 4. So today you are getting good knowledge. See that line number 4, red underline is there. Start, run this. Error is coming. What is that? Name error. ADDOP is not. That means line number 4, when PVM is there at line number 4, you don't know about 5. Today we are here. Tomorrow what will happen? Raining, hot, we don't know that. Today what is happening? We are doing that. That line of 4th line, I am writing in where? I am writing in where? 8th line. See, no error is there. That means program function definition starts from where? Function definition execution starts from which line? Line number 8. Whichever line program execution calling, function execution calling, that is called a driver code. Driving the code. That is called a main program we can call. Not getting. You sat in the bus. Passengers are there. Will you start the bus? What is that? All passengers are what? Non-drivers. Is it a driving code? No. So driver will come or not? So then bus will start. So driver is called what? Driving code is there. So from driving code starts from where? Line number 8. So I am writing, I am giving one simple message for your people to understand. Main program I will say, this I will write it. I will remove this line. Please look at students. Line number 7, I am after which definition? Now I will write one line, I will write it. I am inside of. I am inside of which function? ADDOP. ADDOP. Come on, students, take care. Line number 8. I will change my line 8 from 8th line. I am here after that. ADDOP of 3, 4. What is this line is called? Come on, students. Function call. Where it is going? What PVM is carrying? 3 in A, 4 in B. Printing this A, B. Written the C or not? When you are returning the C, left side I need to hold the result. I need to catch it. When you are returning the result, I need to hold the result or not? Right. Now I am saying that something R is equal to I am saying. Observe it. It is a little difficult the first day. What is this line is called? Where it is going? What it is carrying? 3 stored in where? 4 stored in where? Added or not? Result is there in where? C is returning means where are you storing that? R. That is what is the result is storing? 7. You may ask, sir, why are you taking that? Why don't you write the value called what? Print of what? C. C is called which variable? Local variable can be accessed inside the same function only. You cannot access in other part of the program. See that red underline? Under C, red underline is there or not? Please run this code. See the answer now. Name C is not defined. Then to hold my result of C, what should I do? Definitely I have to write what? Result. Which side? Left side. Simple student. See mom, you are a student. You are taking A, B. You are a DEF. You are doing C is equal to A plus B. Return of C. Now I am asking, student, tell me the answer of 10, 20. Sir, I'll take this 10 in A, 20 in B. I will add, sir. I'll keep my result. Return C, sir. You please hold my result into your place, sir. Print off RES, sir. I'm holding your result into RES or not? Simple students. Now see here. Sum is equal to, comma what? Please run the code. Please run the code. First it is coming to which line? Then I am going to where? Inside the loop. Executed and giving the result back to this or not? Which line it is? I'll write which line it is. Line number 10. Just for you to flow, that's all. Run this code once again. Where it is coming to which line? That's why it is called what? Program driver it is. Now it is going to where? Inside the ADDOP. It is executed coming back after the function call or not? Did you understand? One more time you call. Come on, RES is equal to what? ADDOP of 100, what? 200. What is this line is called? Function call. How many function calls? How many definitions? Is it called write once and call anywhere else or not? Print of what? Sum. Sum is equal to comma what? RS. Run. So again it is going to add OP. Sum is coming. How many times I defined? One time. How many times I am returning? Two times. This is called one way of doing it. First of all, you understand now? Right. Come back to my explanation. Index you come once again here. Purpose of functions, types of languages, definition of function, parts, syntax. One example. Tomorrow class when I come back, I'll tell you number of approaches. Here I forget to write it. Number of approaches to define what? Functions. To define functions. Now I will go for what? Programming examples I will add it. One function can be defined in how many ways? I'll tell you 4 ways. Mind blowing that is. Okay now? Today class is clear. So after going to home, what you should do? Need to revise. Then you can remember tomorrow. If without revising, people can't remember. That's why you revise. Online students, did you understand this example, guys? Did you understand, guys? Now I'll stop my class and tomorrow class I'll continue because it's a 8 days concept. Tomorrow I'll go for what? Complete exercise. I will go for it. So many examples I'll discuss. Right? Don't miss it. Important. Thank you, students. All the best. Online students, you can hold on for a doubt.